Yeah, I live in Riga, in the center, you can say, but not the absolute center, but maybe some 5 kilometers out of it. But still, it's center, you can say. And outside in countryside also.
Is very different over there. Like the pictures from here. I'll show you when I get the iPad. I'll show you how it looks here. So see, it's slightly more city-like here. Can you hear me? Kind of got frozen. What is your email? I can hear you. Yes. I cannot hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Matt. Hello?
So we are having some network problems here. So again,
Oh, good. What happened?
I don't know. I don't know. The router fails. I don't know. If
You
will
have
fail again, I will go to other room.
too much electricity in your head, man. You have Too much going on
So
there.
I don't know. But as I saw, there are some others here that will want to join this conversation.
Okay, good.
Okay. Yeah, I live in Riga, maybe some
I
10
know
minutes from
it's
the center.
nice.
It's yeah,
I
I'm looking at.
took I took the iPad for you. Have you been to Miami ever?
No, I've not been in America anymore.
Okay,
Anytime. No, never.
okay. So let me show you. This is Miami. I live in downtown. So this is they're building a building there in front of my house. Pretty much what I see. It's like all buildings and the buildings been pretty much in that side, but it's mighty. It's pretty here. It's really pretty. It's gorgeous. It's a very nice city.
Whoa,
And
it's a mirror house.
huh? No,
Oh,
this is. I'm in the
I
balcony.
can try to
This is
share what.
this is like how it looks here, and this is like downtown Miami, with just a little bit what I can see from my balcony. But it's just
Oh, I will try to turn the computer to the other side. But anyway, you will not see anything because it's night now.
yes, and I saw like the countryside and the pictures, so it's just for you to have an idea how it looks here.
Okay, so it's you cannot see anything out there.
No,
It's completely night.
now
But
it's
maybe
black.
it's just blackness. Oh, but I don't think you will see anything, but you can see with eyes.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Wait. You can see with your eyes that there are buildings and lights out there, but not with this camera.
Okay, now it's black here. I
The
cannot see any.
laptop.
I cannot see anything now. Hold on. Okay, now I'm back.
Okay, so maybe.
No, just like here. Dale. Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
so basically, like this is what happened to me, so you can have an idea. About 2 years ago, I'll say like February 2012, I was meditating inside of my house, and very deep meditation.
Yeah.
And where I live is in downtown area that everybody comes to party, and it's like a very live city at night. And then here, and like I saw a bright light in that area over there, like a dot. But as I was by myself, I sat here in this place that I am now here, and
Yeah.
and then I sat right there in that couch, and then I looked over there, like the horizon between those two buildings, and I saw
Yes.
like I saw a light, a bright light, and then in my mind I asked, oh, that's a strange light, and I asked them if you are an UFO, why you are always hiding, why you are like always like hiding from the people, like why don't you just show up? What is so secret about it?
Yes.
Why you don't come forward? If you are like listening to me, just move forward. So that light moved like boom, like with the speed of the thought. It was all of a sudden in top of that building here, over here. Like I don't know if you can see it. In top of the building, it's called Infinity. So, but it was so big that it was as big as a stadium. The street below was packed with people.
You mean the light or
The ship,
the
the
ship
U,
or
the UFO ship, it was so big.
okay.
It was
Yeah.
so big like a stadium, and it was black. It was very black in material, strange material. I don't know how to explain. It's like the window and the skin of
We
the window and the skin of the
yeah.
ship. It was the same material, but I don't know how to explain because it was kind of liquid or gas. I don't know, like a
Yeah.
strange. like a strange material between liquid and gas. I cannot see. I cannot explain. So it was so big, like a stadium, that I don't know how even could be flying because it was so big. And I had like
Oh.
after that, I said to my family, I said to everybody, but people thought that I was like smoking something or in drugs or something. You know, people were making fun of me and stuff like that. So then I just live it like that. But then after that, I started gradually, things change in my life drastically. Like a lot of things start happening. Like um, uh, things that I thought that it was important were no longer important to me. I had a very good job and I was very focused on like making money and like working, and that was the values of stuff. So all of a sudden things shift, and I ran into different information came through me. Like I saw like in my brain, uh, like sheets, like metal sheets came folded like this, to to like this, and they were downloaded like they when they come down, they feel like metal to metal. When they come like boop, 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 like the sound like a metal sheet comes to another metal sheet like that. Can you understand what I'm saying? Are you there? Are you there? Can you hear me? Uh, I lost you again.
What would it sound like now? Hello? Hello?
Yes, yes. Can
Okay,
you hear me?
so again, a failure. So I moved to another room, but here is no lights. All lights don't work. But I'll just maybe turn on some light. You know, it's strange that those things happen when you meet both of them.
What time is it? Is it there?
Uh, I don't know actually. Maybe
Is
10?
it late? Oh,
Maybe
okay.
maybe 10 evening.
Okay, so let me know if you feel comfortable or like I don't want to bother you like
Yeah, okay, no, no,
late.
no. It's okay. Just I go to sleep maybe after 2 hours. But no, it's okay. There was I went to sleep maybe
I
at 2 hours.
cannot. I can see like a shadow. I cannot see you well, but it's okay. Like if you don't,
Yeah,
if you
because we
cannot.
don't have lights in this room
Okay.
that you will see. Some. Oh, I will just turn the image to you so we will see you more. Okay, so the light came. You know, you were saying of a black ship, you know, black UFO,
Yeah,
and
no, no. Yes, and then the ship was so big, but when I looked down, nobody that was walking in the street that was packed because of the bars in the street below. nobody was seeing the sky. Nobody. Everybody was like walking. And the
Yeah.
phone, I went to the balcony to see if they were like looking above, if they see somebody was like, because it was so big, and I couldn't say to everybody, hey, look up, like, because it was already like late at night, like 1 in the morning or late after past midnight.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
So then after that, I started like having dreams like things were coming downloaded to my brain, like sheets, metal sheets that when they fall to each other, they sound like make noise like metal to metal, like they were like like that, and they were folding into the brain, like, and they boom boom boom. A lot of things, pictures were coming like from the body, things like anatomy, the heart, the eyes, like things for the bodies, but I don't know what they were for. I didn't understand what is like all this information was coming from, because
Okay.
I'm not a doctor, so I don't know like for what I was like needed to see that. But a lot of information like from the tissues and cells and the body were like coming through the brain at night.
Yeah,
And then
from the top of the head, this is what happens when I start to do channeling. The top of the head just feels really strange, and depending on the intensity of the energy, it can get really intense, really powerful, really in many ways.
mhm. And then I was like, but I didn't know. Like my point is like I don't know the things that I'm getting for what the things that I'm seeing, what they mean.
Yeah,
And I run into an old guy, a gentleman, that is a doctor that works with like stones. Like he puts stones, and it happens that I ended there going with my cousin sometime
yeah,
after that. And he told me what happened. He said, I met those people, but I don't need to know for what is that. That at the time that I need to know, the information will make sense. And I kind of like leave it like that. But then I've been having like so much difficulty with things that before came easy to me, and now it's like challenges. Everything is like crazy. A lot of changes. I know that a lot of things are happening in the outside, so
yeah,
I try to keep inside cool to flow, to go with the flow.
yeah.
But I don't know why I'm experiencing everything that I'm experiencing. Why things need to be the way they are. I wish could be everything will be smooth and with less
Oh, yeah,
intensity.
I understand.
Like
The when
like mhm.
Yeah, yeah, continue.
And then that's it. You know, it's like if you can, like, I don't know. I was meditating. I saw your not the name of your the triangle link that you the one that the first one that I connect to, and then I saw that because I saw that you have an answer. Like I was in meditation, I asked, like, how can I resolve all the things that are going on right now? And then they told me you have the answer, like and that's why I said, like, give me the sixth number of the Powerball because that will resolve all the problems, pretty much. Okay,
So it's
so
very funny
sorry.
because sometimes I sit in like meditation and then I give out a message to the guides that okay, send me somebody. Ha. But you were talking about the black ship you saw on the UFO on the roof of the.
That's how everything started. But I never. Well, out then a week after that, if you can see UFO over Miami, you can see I videotape because it was coming every week after that, every day, every day, every day after the first time. I
Yeah,
put it in YouTube. It's called UFO over Miami in February 2006, 2012. And
that was
that week,
just
a lot of other people saw it in another areas, but it was like a bubble of light and expand, and it opens, and it became that chip. But in the video, you cannot see it as I saw it because in the video never came that close. But
UFO over Miami 2006.
2012,
2012.
and it was February 2012.
Well,
And then you can put Rudy Silva, and then because I put it under my name. And
which one? There are many videos.
Rudy Silva, put Rudy Silva of UFO over Miami.
What is your channel name?
I don't have a channel. I don't have a channel name. I'm not that sophisticated like you yet. You have a lot of videos. You are like really good. You are very passionate. I like it.
I just, there are many videos out here over Miami.
No, UFO over Miami, February 2012.
February, okay.
Put all of that. UFO over Miami, February 2012, and put RUDDY Silva to see what you get.
UFO over Miami skies. UFO file February 12 landing North Miami, Florida.
Now, UFO over Miami. UFO over Miami. Type UFO over Miami, February 2012, and put Rudy Silva. RUDDY SILVA Silva.
Okay, I think I see it because there is a building.
Yeah, so during that time, a lot of activity happened, and then I never saw them again after that because I kind of got. Then one night, I was dreaming that they were putting something like inside of my like. I felt like I was having a finger inside of my throat, like
Yeah.
a finger, like somebody was like sticking a finger in my throat, but like really deep in there, like this. Like I felt it like all the way through the back of my neck. And then I woke up like coughing, and then when I woke up, I saw I have these two beings, one here at the end of the bed, and another one in the side, and they were like the skin was light brown, light beige, and the clothes was like attached to the skin. It wasn't like this, like clothes like us. It was the clothes was attached to the skin.
Yeah.
And then the eyes were big. I got a little bit afraid because, not afraid, but a little bit scared. And then I told them like, what are you doing here? I didn't authorize you to be here. They said, yes, you did give us authorization to be here. Otherwise, we will not be here. And then I said, but who are you and what are you doing here? And then she said that her name was Rechita. She said Rechita was her name. And then that she was me.
She was you?
Yes, she said that.
Yeah,
she
okay.
was. She said that she was me, like another version of me. And,
Yeah, I understand, yeah.
And then she came because we had like we agreed to do that, and I said I don't recall doing any agreement with you, and right now I don't want you to come to my room without me knowing, like touching me and doing stuff like without I don't authorize that.
Pushing fingers in my throat.
Yes, no, I don't. I didn't feel comfortable with that, and then she said because I have like a pain at that time. She said like if I do like a pressure on my feet like this with my toe, like whatever pain I had, like I had a pain on my stomach at that time. She said put a pressure there, and that pain will go away. And I said thank you for the information, but please go. And then I was like sleeping, so it was like everything was sleeping, but it was very real. I know they were here. I know they came.
Yeah.
So, and that's it. And I never saw them again after that. And that's it.
It's interesting because I never had this kind of experience in this way, in a communication like you had. But I remember you wrote a comment, and I don't remember I said it or didn't said it, but one of the messages was that they are you, and they have a job to do with you or something like this. But it wasn't said. I felt it,
Yes, yes.
It was very interesting. I don't quite.
Yes, and like I saw the first video that you have those three beings next to you in the back.
Yeah.
Like I saw the light, and they were like very bright colors, but different colors one from each other. So I can see two were males and one were female, because the energy I sensed it was different. And
Yeah.
then the three were talking at the same time, because you were like getting all the information, and they were coming through your brain like at the same time. And
Yeah.
that's why they when you were like speaking, it sounded confusing for people that are not like understanding what was happening, because the three people were like giving you information, and you were like confused. I guess it was at the beginning, one of your first videos, and I saw it like very clear. But they were very happy to connect with you, and I guess you're getting the information really well. I also got the information that you have like you filter a lot of things through your stomach, a lot of emotions through your stomach,
Yeah.
and you need to do like a lot of like cleansing in that chakra in the stomach area.
A lot of what?
In your stomach, I don't know if you feel like something contracts and expand, like this
Yeah,
emotional
I know.
uh,
But I didn't understand the word. I need a lot of.
cleansing in that chakra. You need to clean the chakra of your stomach,
Yeah.
because a lot of things you channel through your stomach. So you need
How
to
do you know?
like,
How do you know this?
huh?
How
I
do you
just I just saw it the day that the first day.
It's what you are saying. It's very true because in the first channeling times, or in the first channeling, I felt so sick in the stomach for like I don't know 20 days.
Yes, it because you put a lot of in that. Don't focus in that area.
Yeah,
When you receive emotion and you feel like whatever they tell you or somebody tells you or whatever you feel that it hits you in the stomach, when you realize that is hitting you in the stomach, and stop. You put like a block, just thinking and a stop sign, and you put
yeah,
like a
I know.
you put a stop sign there before, and then when you feel like whatever is coming information that you're going to canalize it like through your stomach, channelize through your stomach,
Yeah,
visualize light of love, pink light, or that area would be like green or yellow,
yeah, I
uh,
understand.
and cleanse it, and visualize is moving and cleansing that area,
Okay.
because you have that's like your weakest point, your
Yeah, I
stomach.
understand because it was at the first channeling when I started first channeling. Instantly the stomach was like like I felt that so much energy was knocked there. I felt really strange. Like
Is the thing your stomach is like your point, is your grounding point, is what brings you here.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you need to like connect it to the earth,
yeah.
and make sure to like make sure you clear the path. So let it flow. Don't hold it.
Yeah,
Don't be afraid.
I'm slowly learning to do this because
But
it's
also like emotionally, like for your whatever personal life, whatever is happening in
yeah,
your life, either relationships, work, studies, family. When you get an information and you receive it in your stomach,
yeah. I
don't hold
understand.
it. Don't
Fear,
don't.
for example.
I don't know if it's fear or if
Yeah,
it's
I
like
understand some.
you try
Yeah,
to. I see like you hold it like a baseball glove to the ball, and just stays there. Instead of holding it, let it flow. Let it do this. Go like let it go.
yeah. I understand.
Let it.
Every not every night, but sometimes I do meditation, like releasing it, like let it flow. Because, but it's very interesting that you saw it. It's very interesting.
I know. I'm very glad to find you, man. I'm so glad to find you, because like
Yeah,
is difficult to find somebody that can be in the level that you are of connectivity, and it's a great thing that we're experiencing the similar situations in different part of the globe at the same time, and be able to connect is definitely like a miracle. It's like
Uh,
I'm very
wh-
happy.
Yeah. Wait. I will. 1 minute. 1 minute. I need slippers.
Okay.
Just my feet are getting cold. Okay, I'm back. Feet are cold. Okay.
I also saw you like doing like a lot of traveling in the future, like not now, but that's a probability for you. And you're going to be like talking with a lot of people, like in front of a large group of people in the future, and you're going
Well,
to
you
you
are very very interesting in a way because
no
uh,
you
yeah.
let me tell you what I see.
Okay.
I see you like traveling, but like non-stop, like like big. You're going to be like very famous in with your thing, and you're going to be helping a lot of people.
Yeah.
You are helping a lot of people already because everything is in the now, and you have a great passion for what you do, and just keep on doing what you do. You are like very you have like a big thing with this. The only thing is like do not let other people, like either girlfriend or friends or anybody, ground you. So just
You mean
believe,
grounding as
ground you to the floor, like
okay, understand. Yeah.
hold you down, like
Yeah, grounding. Yeah.
yes, because passion, like I see like that, but I also see like the probability of you like knowing somebody that because of love or because of a kid or because of something, like not going through the path that is like your big mission. Your big mission is to help a lot of people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're
Okay.
going to be helping. You're going to be helping a lot of people with your knowledge. So just let it flow, and you're very blessed to experience what you have.
Well,
And
it's very touching because I don't know. I don't know.
no, just believe in what you're doing. Keep on doing it because you know how it is. It's like this is like learning how to speak another language. The more you practice,
Yeah. 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 I understand.
the more you go for it.
And you, in a sense, abilities, if we call it, you learned this from the first time you saw the UFO, or what?
I think I see a lot of things.
Yeah.
I just don't. It doesn't work with everybody. Like I cannot talk with everybody like this. I'm talking to you because I'm feeling it, and as I'm talking to you, I see the things.
Yeah.
But I see like you're going to speak to large masses, like big. I'm talking like a lot of people. I don't know, big. I'm talking like a stadium full of people,
Yeah.
uh, like that big, and and you're going to have like a point of break, like you're going to have like something that is like a circle. Like what I see is like you're going to complete the circle. Something that is going to make you feel around. That's what it is. Something that is going to make you feel complete.
Yeah.
It's like a completion. I don't know if it's like somebody that is in the television or somebody that is in the media that you're going to be synchronistic. You're going to be holistic.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to look for it just happen. It's just there. So if this is what you wanted to do, just call for it. Just go for it. Just do it.
You
What that
know,
you know?
when I was maybe 5 years ago, I had always this. When you go to sleep, or sometimes you don't go to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
you are, daydreaming or something.
Mm-hmm.
And always I was wondering why I'm daydreaming that I'm in a huge audience and talking with people.
Mm-hmm.
It's mean like I'm somehow learning how to talk with with
Mm-hmm.
people. And there were always like he asks, no, for example, somebody that interviews me asks a question to me, and I'm answering this question, and he asks as a repeat the same time, but only a different question. And I answer this different question, and then I answer again and again and again until I somehow I make things right. And there were always, okay, so now a question from the audience. And there were different types of questions, and I answered these questions and I answered these questions. Well, basically, the questions were about some, religious, meditation stuff and something like this. And it happened maybe some 10 to maybe more times. And then I was thinking one day, well, why I'm having these dreams? I don't know, but they were really strange.
No, the dreams you were experiencing, it was you in the reality that existed already. So you were there. So what happened is like, is an octava, 1/8.
Yeah.
You know what it is? 1/8, an octava.
1/8 octava.
One divided by 8.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
No.
Is the space to connect in between dimensions. So look for that 1/8 in Google, maybe in your language you can have a better explanation of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is a metaphysical term, and what it is like you're going to tap into that octava.
Okay, octava.
Dimensional reality in where that exists, and then when you focus on that, go there, go to that place in your imagination.
Yeah.
If that's what you wanted to do, so you can materialize it, so you can make it more real. Because I see it like so real, like you're here, like I'm talking to you here. That's how real.
Okay. So you have some kind of also visionary.
I'm feeling. I don't know. I'm telling you what I'm hearing and what I feel right now. But in order for you to make it more, you're going to make it no matter what, because it's part of your RAM operabilities.
Yeah.
It is very close to you. It's very like, it's a probability. You have like two probabilities, like one, like falling in love and meeting a woman or whatever you want, and then have like a sitting with a person, like love individual, staying there, but also, and that person is not like this, it's not that mental like you are. So I'm going to bring you a little bit more, no, you need to get a real job and you need to like do more like, and then that person kind of like going to bring you a little bit more like to the earth level. Or you're going to be like a little bit more follow your insights and just go for these, but not having quite, that family life like that. So it's like, you could have the family life, but it won't be like sitting in the house like the rest of the people for the rest of your life and no kids and no moving. You're going to be like, okay, you may have a life, but you're always going to be traveling for a little while, for some big time, I would say, in your life, traveling, big travel, around and traveling until you get like, you're going to get like a mission. That's what it is. So I don't know you. First time we speak, I don't know if you. This is what I'm saying. What I feel from you. So
okay, but very interesting.
It's funny, like I can see that for you, but I cannot see what things for myself.
Well, that is many times this happened, I was also, through this channeling, many ideas are being presented and so on to many other people, and I was laughing today because, through this channeling, some very good ideas are being presented, but I myself fall in the same mistakes as they do. So
because what it is like when you're channeling through others, you are talking also to your higher. Like I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to my higher self. Through you, I'm talking to my higher self, and then by talking through you and you talking through me, we're like making out loud what we need to hear. So by talking to you, probably I'm saying something to myself that I need to learn, or that I know that I don't know that I know. But by talking to you, you're like put it in my face. So that's how we learn in this way. But like I said, I just want to know like a little bit more channeling, like getting more like understanding, because sometimes I ask for things, but I don't I don't get like talking like that, like you do. I don't get like the connection, and I see like lights. I see. I'm very visual. I see things, but I don't know what they mean, and I don't know how to.
Well, I would say I don't see so much things as basically just receive the understanding and just interpret it.
Like right now, as I was speaking to you, I
Yeah,
saw a ring. You know, like I saw a gold ring that it was like forming, and then at the end, boom, the gold ring got together. But the gold ring meant, like in my mind, I saw the gold ring like you being married to your like relationship with what with your profession, with what
yeah,
you know, like making you complete, like making you a long-term relationship with your knowledge, with your communication skills,
yeah,
and but also like making you round. That it has so many meaning just by looking at the ring. And as I was speaking to you, I was in the ring forming, and I was saying to you, like I don't know if you remember, I was saying to you, oh, that's a ring. No, that's that make you complete. And then at the end, oh, it makes you goes around. You know, it's like no, it makes you whole. It
yeah. I
makes you
understand,
complete.
understand. It's very interesting sometimes also that you have this vision, but it's basically in a sense empty, but you have the understanding of what you see that comes through, which is most important, and somehow it connects to the vision that you have.
Yes,
Sometimes,
what
yeah,
I see with you is like you're going to get a equal level of satisfaction as having a love, as having true love
yeah, I understand.
for what you do. Like that going to give you so much fulfillment that it's going to be equal to having a love person, to having a person like a
Yeah, I
family.
understand, I understand, I understand.
So it's going to be equally. So whatever you have like these two things in your life. So whatever you choose, one is going to make you feel like very complete because you're going to be like fully passionate and all of that. But then you're not going to have the. It's going to imply a lot of travel and a lot of time. Like you need to be in places that you need to be like zero. And I also hear the word ground zero, like zero, either zero meditation because of the ring zero, but I also see around you the word zero, 0 point meditation. I don't know if it's 0 point meditation meaning like you need to practice a 0 point meditation, or you need to go to the 0 point stage where everything gets balanced by itself, or
I somehow understand zero meaning that adding no meaning to everything. Like if it's 0 point meditation, then it's basically a meditation when you only observe the breath and do no thinking at all. I mean, like
like
uh,
nothing,
yeah,
nothingness,
yeah,
like nothingness. So so that's it. That's like I got a lot of. It's funny because I'm not seeing it right now. I'm just feeling it. It's like I cannot even see anything from. It's
yeah.
just
I understand. I
it's
understand.
black. It's
So
black.
basically, you are having a communication with.
It's all black, and but it's I am very happy to meet you, man. I'm very happy.
Okay, okay.
Very, very happy to like connect. And
I can ask maybe for you that whoever is sending this information can maybe come to your visual, no, so that you can see him. Maybe
yes,
he,
and yes, yes. Whatever you want to ask, just ask me. And if I'm able to see whatever, just tell me.
so maybe who is sending you this information, if he wants, he can show up to you.
And I what I got is like it's not that person is within you. The information is within you. It's not coming from outside of you.
Okay.
Everything is inside of you,
Okay.
and it's coming from you. The information.
Just when I said that, I felt somebody is connecting to me, so I
It's
thought.
coming from your inner. It's like a confirmation to your inner desires.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like you're talking to yourself.
yeah, yeah,
It's like it's like a sponge. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a sponge,
yeah.
squeezing the sponge, and when you squeeze the sponge and let it go, the water comes in. But when you take it out, the water goes out. So the information is that what I'm getting is the water within the sponge.
Okay, I understand. Very interesting visions.
That's what I see. And but it's not like somebody else telling you what to do because you already know that this is what you wanted to do.
Yeah,
It's like a confirmation. That's it. It's definitely like you are in the right path, or yes, this is just continue doing what you're doing, or you're in the right track, or tune it in to that 0 point meditation. Tune the. I also see like the radio changing the channel, like tuning in, tuning in to frequency 99.9 megahertz. I don't know what that means,
I don't know.
but
Also,
write it down because that's something that you need to investigate. Tune it in to 99.9 megahertz, and you'll find something there.
yeah, just I was yesterday with a doctor, and we were talking about. I said that I receive a picture of a medical equipment that can heal all diseases. You know, everything. You know, even extend the life of a human. And the equipment works on some kind of a frequency. I mean, I didn't know the frequency, but now you're saying 99.9 megahertz. Well, it relates me to well, I had this question out there, but maybe I don't know. I have to check out how 99 point megahertz sound like.
I'm sure will come. Something will come because I saw like a radio station
Yeah.
and like changing the channeling of the station, like the two, and then you will stop or whatever the line will stop on 99.9 megahertz. So I don't know what it has something. So like find out what it is. I don't know what it is.
Okay. Okay.
And that and that I don't see anything else.
But you said you want to learn channeling, but I don't quite. I see that you can do it maybe without any some kind of learning.
No. I cannot do it like you do it.
Well,
No. I cannot do it like like I do with one people like you. If I feel the people, but I cannot do this with everybody. This doesn't come like every day.
okay. Okay.
This doesn't come with everybody. This come with some people. Yes, I have crazy stories in my life, things that have happened, but not with everybody. No, doesn't happen. Doesn't
You,
happen like normal. Like I need to receive the information from the people, I guess, or I need to have the feeling. It's more with the heart. It's more with
you
the heart.
you live all your life in America. You just came there.
I am from Dominican Republic originally, but I came to America to study in the university, and then I was married for many years with my ex-wife,
Yeah.
and then we divorced like about 2 years ago. When everything happens, that was one of the things that happened. We had like different. We were very different as far as like she was very like here, don't believe in different, more material person,
Yeah. Understand.
and I was more like in the air. That's what she says. That I was more in the space,
Well,
and, and then we
I don't,
always were like
I don't know.
like
There are
like
planes in the air. There are birds in the air. What's the problem with that?
I was more like in the air, and she was like whatever, but doesn't matter. And I think is I'm very happy like the way things are now. I just wish I could have more money so I can like because everything in America is very expensive.
No, yeah, yeah.
And then that's it. Right now it's like I'm in the process of like I used to have like money was not an issue before, but now it's like is a little bit challenging, I would say.
Yeah.
But This is a matter of like I'm learning something that I don't know what I'm learning, and I don't know how to apply it either. So I don't know what I'm learning for what is how I'm going to like live out of that, and I don't think I should charge money to like to the people because I don't think that's I don't think maybe it's a definition, but I believe it's a given thing from God. It's like Jesus didn't charge people to like heal and to
Yeah,
do
I
stuff.
understand. It's just
You do that because it's like it's a mission, and then you eat and you live out of that. But then here it's very expensive. It's like you cannot like you need to have a you need to have like a source of income so you can also support yourself.
yeah, I
So
understand.
and that's it, So but is that and so any questions that you have?
Well, I'm some kind of state of floating now.
Okay, good.
uh,
That's a good
I,
state. That's a good state.
yeah, I understand this state is about near channeling experience.
That's a good state. And how did you start it? Tell me about you now. I
Uh,
talk.
uh, well, uh, well, from the absolute beginning, I was maybe some 19 years, 90 or 80 years young. Now I'm
How
20.
how how old are you now?
I'm 25 now,
Okay.
and maybe around 20, around 80 years, I was like starting to, well, this is world is a little bit, strange. The human mind is very, limited, not in a sense limited, but it's very uh, caging for some people. Like, they always think about the problems and so on. So this happened. These kind of thoughts started to arrive maybe from age of 16 to age of 20. And then one time I was with my mother, and I'm doing charity projects from age of 16, age of 14 in this range, and my father just said, well, all you need to do is you just need to wish for something to happen because I see that it's always happening in your life. And I
Uh-huh.
was like, whoa, a really good idea. I need to only wish for it. Then I started to make out these wishes,
Yes,
They
yes, yes.
started to just
By the way, that's very true because for some reason I saw you like in my mind like you were a prince. Like I don't know if it's like a prince meaning from a prince, but a prince meaning also like you have this like you were a prince or like you were either an earth prince, but I don't know if it's an earth prince or a prince from another realm. But I think it's true. You should wish for what you want and just will come through.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're saying something to me and I float away again. But then, this revolution happened. Well, I wish something it manifests. I wish something it manifests. And it was really, it just doesn't happen like this, I just went to sleep and I thought, when I'm doing this charity, I just wish for, well, maybe tomorrow they can come somebody interviewing me about the charity, the projects we buy equipment for hospital and so on and so on.
Hmm.
And the next morning, the Latvian television came, some kind of newspaper from Netherlands, and a newspaper from Norway, all in one day.
Oh
And
wow.
then I was okay. That. I had enough. Today is enough. No more journalists anymore. It's okay. I understand this thing really works. This vision. And then step by step, it really impressive things happen. But then step by step further, I realized that wishing this is not the call for me. I wanted to do many other things because then I was interested in other things like meditation. And then I
Hold
started.
hold hold on. Después yo te lo doy. Yeah, that was my son. Sorry.
Okay. And then I was interested in meditation, and then from meditation many things happened, and one of the most strange things was, which I couldn't get any answers about what it is that when you meditate, I was concentrating on the top of the head. I was concentrating. and then suddenly on the top of the head, like a flower opened. You don't see it with the physical eyes, or maybe you see it with physical eyes. I'm not sure, but a huge flower opened, golden color, and it started rotating around. And on top of it, maybe some 20 centimeters above the head, was like a light, sunlight or a ring. I could not quite catch it, and it was there for like no, I don't know, 2 weeks. And then I was, my whole face was like under electricity. I was like, I couldn't feel my face. The whole hands were under electricity, and I just don't know what it was until now, basically.
Yes,
And
what I'm getting now is like your top chakra never closed from what since you were a child. Never closed. You have
never close.
no. It's usually like the rest of us. Our head chakra closes at age 6 or 5. I don't know, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm telling you things that I'm seeing now.
Okay, it's
And,
okay.
and with you, your head chakra didn't close. It's not close as the rest of the majority of the people. No, I'm not telling that everybody's like doesn't happen to everybody, but with you, slightly thing got open. I don't know if you fall when you were a kid. Something happened when you were a kid, and that helps to you. You can ask your parents if you fall or something. I don't know if you fell or there was an accident
Well,
or
I don't know about my head because my mother said when I was born, I got like head trauma on top of.
oh, you see, that's something something happened when you were a baby that your head got slightly open. So that didn't close because of that, but because of that, you have this ability to be more open in the head than the rest of the people.
Okay,
So
okay.
so I don't know if it was an accident, like I saw it like an accident, but it could be like a trauma, like you said too.
Yeah, okay. I just
Uh,
understand. Yeah.
ask your parents. I don't know
Okay.
if
Okay. Okay. And what happens later on? I don't remember where I was, but uh, well, everything went to a point where I don't have any more answers. And then I started to do work. Started working. I started programming. I also learned computer programming in meditation. So many things, really strange things happened in the period from age of 20 to age of 25. And when I was sorry.
okay.
When I was maybe age of 5 or 6 months ago, I mean sorry, a year ago, uh, I was meditating and suddenly I felt so much pain in the heart. Like I don't know, I could not explain what it was. And then maybe 1 year I had all these problems in the region of heart. Just pain, like somebody is pointing very painful, and I sometimes even called the ambulance. At one time, I called the ambulance because I couldn't breathe. Something really strange happened, and then I stopped meditating. And then when everything was okay. The all pains went away. I moved to this apartment right here, and this is when the channeling started. And
Hmm.
I moved to this apartment here, and I was creating some stories on the website like channeling, but I was like sharing from meditation information and something like this. And there was one woman that called me on Skype, and she said, "Oh, you share really interesting information about your dreams and so on and so on." But she was Latvian, and I want to invite you to my conference. Before we do this, we should find out your past life. What is your previous incarnation? Well,
Hmm.
I strongly refused to do this, but then I thought, okay, if she asks one more time, then I will not accept to try this. So she asked
Hmm.
one more time, and I accepted to try this, previous life regression, or how is it called? I'm not sure.
Hmm.
And then she says, okay, you need to go into meditation. We are talking like with you now. She's on Skype, and I sit in meditation. I'm just relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. She's giving some questions. No answers are coming. And then I just sit down and said, okay, because she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't. Nothing is happening. And I said, okay, I just sit down like this in the chair, and I'm like, okay, whoever comes. Well, she was pointing. I need to call my angels, my guides, or so on and so on. I said, okay, whoever comes, it's okay. And then suddenly something really strange happened. I felt like there was a huge tunnel on my head that opened up, and there on the end of the tunnel was like gray light, dark light. I couldn't quite catch it what it was. But I felt the presence of something. Like I'm now moving in a. I'm not the one who is moving, and I'm like half a meter out of my body, like a little bit away from my body, and I'm laughing. I'm laughing. This is really strange, really interesting. And then the woman asks. I say, okay, something is happening. The woman asks, okay, what is my mission in this life? And my body starts to speak and says, to learn.
No, your mission is to speak. Your mission is to talk.
Yeah, but
your mission is like.
Yeah, right. And then she asks what to learn, and my body says, translating. To learn translating. And then when I said,
but the mission, your mission or the mission of the woman?
No, my mission.
Okay.
And when my body said translating, I mean interpreting, maybe it's the closer word. I instantly understood that interpreting the information that is coming through, like you can say channeling, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but interpretation is maybe a little bit wider, so I can also interpret maybe.
Yes. Yes.
And after then, we went. I was like sleeping in the bed, and I was like, "What was that? What was that? What was that? What was that?" I have seen channeling before on internet, but I was like, "What was that? What was that?" I was thinking. I said, "Okay, whoever you are, I want to talk with you." And then something. I was just sleeping, maybe 2 hours later, and then something is here. I see him. And I was like, okay, now tell me something about, something. How was the Earth created, And then instantly came understanding, vision, information, like in 1 second. And I'm like, whoa, what was that? What was that? I said, okay, tell me something I don't know. And then the entity went away. And I was okay. He went away. So this
how did you see the entity?
Well, I don't have a visionary so strong vision, but I feel it with lights. I somehow recognize the entities about how is his aura and through feelings, how I feel him. And so many times I just see him. I see maybe his face, maybe.
You think it's a male or a female?
The first one was male. Strongly male, but I maybe been channeling maybe 100 entities, and another one is also a male, and he's always laughing. He's always with full excitement, and he went away and bring another person who claimed to be universal planetary. Planetary some kind of observer. He likes to observe planets, And I said, okay. What are the black holes? And they started talking. He showed me, well, the black holes are like, in the cosmos, the planets move around, and the black holes like our shoestrings that hold the whole cosmos together. The cosmos is like floating, like pulsating, and the black holes are like shoestrings throughout the cosmos. They're somehow holding the cosmos together in a sense. And then I was like, okay, there's something going on in this channeling. And then when that happened, then my past grandfather came, then my mother's father came, he's also passed. And then somebody was trying to offer me a deal, not a deal, but just offering me that they will give me phone numbers and addresses to pass it once, and they want to give a message to the family, something like this. Well, from in my feelings, I a little bit refused to this because I felt very strange in that time. And then we were channeling for like 3 hours, and the first time 3 hours, it was really too much. And then I felt really sick in my stomach for about 20 days, really sick. Wow. 20 to 50 days, like 5 days.
Yes, because you hold the centrifugal energy. That's what I'm getting. You're holding centrifugal energy force like a vacuum in your stomach when you do the channeling. You have to like somehow ask your guidance, like how you can let it flow to teach you how to not to harm you, like because you wanted to do it, but you
Yeah.
wanted to like flow too. You don't want your stomach to be in like feeling like in pain or physical pain.
Yeah,
And
it was really strange. I couldn't eat anything, and I was just drinking water. I was sweating all the time. I was shaking many times. I couldn't go
see,
to sleep.
I saw at the beginning like your stomach um, contracting like and expanding, contracting and expanding, like strong and letting go, strong and letting go. But then that,
Sometimes that happened also.
yeah, like an spasm. But it's nothing wrong. It's just like you need to like clear that center. Like
Okay.
you need to clear it, and you need to like work on like healing on that area. Whatever is telling you, ask what is the message behind, because it's like your body talking to you. So like
Yeah,
you're hold,
understand.
it's like you're holding the information. You are asking the information, but then you're holding it there. You are not like letting it go.
Yeah, yeah. When I started to learn where they go, like I have this. For example, then I saw maybe some. Well, this story was like at the first. But then later, maybe after a few months or a little bit more, I saw the higher self, my higher self, and when
How was your higher self?
it was golden. It was golden, and
But how is it's like a bubble? It's like a person. It's like I wish I could see it. Like my higher self doesn't. I don't get my higher self. Like I ask questions, but no response.
yeah,
I say things, I don't hear them or
yeah, but
her. I
yeah.
don't get it. I don't like. I wish I could be able to speak to my higher self. I don't.
Well, but it was really powerful. I think there is no reason to do it because the energy is really burning up, and there were I was channeling for one girl or a woman. I didn't understand that, and she asked who is talking now, not just curious who is talking now, and then I saw my higher self, and then I started to laugh. She says, "Who's talking now?" I say, "Me." And I understand that me, the higher self of me, which is the
Mhm.
same me actually, and so on and so on. And it was really funny. I started to laugh, but then I explained her. But then I was, whoa, with this vision, I get also lots of understanding, like information. And then I sit down. I was thinking about it, and then when I was thinking about it, the higher self sended a really strong golden energy within me, and I felt sick again, but not really strong sick. Like like for example,
Dizzy. You're dizzy. You were dizzy. Yeah, because that's one of the symptoms of shifting. Because in order to speak, in order to get the communication, you are like connecting two dimensions in one,
yeah,
and a dimension that is non-physical with a dimension that is physical.
yeah,
The physical part of you need to kind of shift a little bit to the point in where, again, the 1/8, the octava in the middle, in where
yeah,
both could meet to be able the communication to happen. And
yeah,
then normally, because your frequencies are like spinning in a higher speed,
yeah.
you're going to feel dizzy and you're going to feel nauseated and you're going to feel like it's your stomach, because the stomach is like the center of all the chakras, and then is the one that is holding it together. So that's why you're probably feeling that, felt that.
Yeah, yeah, the dizziness, this was the correct word. Like today after the carousels, when I said I feel a little bit
Yes,
sick,
yes, yes, yes.
and this is what I felt for like a week then, but it was okay. I could manage it. But the first time the channeling started, it was really too much. I could not manage it. I went to healers, I went many places, and then there was one woman that helped me. She like I don't know. She's like actually I never saw, I never even heard about such a massage. Uh,
The what?
I was, well, I felt really like I was going to die. I felt many times that I will die, or I have been died many times in these 5 days after the channeling.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to this woman. Well, all of a sudden she somehow appeared, and I went to her, and she did like some kind of, she takes her fingers and then going around my stomach,
Mm-hmm.
and then like putting these fingers inside the stomach, but not like inside, but no,
Mm-hmm.
pushing
Mm-hmm.
inside, and then she takes the pressure out or something, and
Yes,
it calms.
it's like an acupuncture, but with fingers.
Yeah, something like this. And
Mm-hmm.
she did it, and all things faded away really quickly. And I was, whoa, that's really, I would say, magical. Because she says, okay, now there's in your forehead something. And I always felt in my forehead there's something moving. And she just off also. But
Yes, because what happened, the energy of the woman that you were channeling,
yeah,
it was very strong, and then you absorb a little bit of whatever she had, you absorb that, you sucked it like a vacuum. So because you didn't know, but like now you know that before you start any channeling, always ask angelic beings to protect your being in your area, so no negative energy from the other people will be like bounded cross the limits, because angels are there to protect you. And you always ask because you're freedom of choice. You got to ask, otherwise they will not come. So always ask before channeling. Call the angels to come to protect your area and protect the environment around. So no negativity or nothing that you don't want will come to you.
yeah, I
So
understand. And from the channeling, they really put up me that I always need to have a good rest. I always need to go to sleep in time,
mhm,
and I always need to be like energized, up, like always excited, always happy, and so on and so on. And then at the first time that when the channeling opened, it was really powerful, really really powerful. I cannot explain. And he said that in many areas of the world now people are gathering together, in a sense, doing the same things that we are doing. Like for example now that communicating about channeling and talking about these things, and also channeling, and really many people now need the information that you can bring, like to me, channel through. You need to start moving around Latvia to go to many other classes, to do this channeling,
mhm.
uh, but then after this woman, which did the massage, the channeling somehow got a little bit weaker, or maybe I got used to it and I don't feel it when it very very strong as it was before. Uh,
No, 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 no. It's just like you gotta let the definition go, because you're putting an association to a belief system,
yeah,
and that's why you're blocking it. So you have to like, I mean, if that's what you wanted to do, fine. But that's not what you want. She was just a healer at that time. It has not one thing has nothing to do with another. So if you wanted to have the definition, it's fine. But I don't think that's the case with you, because you have your upper. I see this big hole here open for you,
yeah,
and I don't think it has to do anything with the stomach. It's just like you had like a kind of like a post-traumatic experience that you are like want to get a definition so you can like be more conservative when you're doing it. But
okay, yeah,
but I don't think that's the case for you.
yeah,
I
okay,
see you like I see you with a great connectivity, and I see you like just when you connect again, make sure to do it with asking guardian angels to protect. Ask first how to heal your stomach, uh, to your digestive system, especially your stomach, to to teach you how to do it properly,
yeah,
and just go for it. Just do whatever you got to do. Do your stuff.
okay, thank you. It's really interesting because it's very interesting.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so then what happened was, I had many belief systems, about some bad entities, and when I let go of this belief system, all faded away. Sometimes I felt fear and so on. It all faded
Mm-hmm.
away, and then I had another belief system that I should, there's information coming really strongly. I should help the world and so on. And when this
Mm-hmm.
faded away, I just let it go. I felt so in peace now. So I could finally I felt so balanced, so peaceful. You could say in
Do you
harmony.
hear me?
And then I thought, okay, if it's meant to do for me, this thing, it will happen by itself because if not, this wouldn't.
You're breaking out a little bit.
Yeah, and then
You're
I
breaking
thought,
out a little
okay,
bit.
yeah. Then
Yes.
then many people started writing me, and so on. And then I maybe some month ago, I was like, okay, I will. I felt that I need to put a video on YouTube in English language. And then when I posted it on YouTube, suddenly one video got like 100 views a day, every day 100 views, and many comments. And then I was like, okay, I understand now that I have to do this. I understand I have to do this, yeah. So this is what I do. Sharing.
Good, good, good. I'm glad I found you. But well, whenever you want to like do your channeling or whatever you're going to do it, let me know, and then I'll ask you questions. And but I don't, whatever at your own pace, whatever your own time. Just you tell me the time, and then because we have like these huge hours different between whatever you are to what I am.
Well, I don't think today. Well, I feel that I can do it now, but uh, after the carousels, I feel sick, and amusement parks, I feel a little bit sick.
It's
And
okay. It doesn't need to be
uh,
now. It's just like I'm very happy. I feel like I know you. I feel like the connectivity, like feel connected. So it's awesome. That's very good.
that's really
Um,
good.
and whatever you're doing, so let's keep in touch. And you call me like where I call you, send me message, and
What
let
is
me
what
know
is the
what.
time? What is the time you at your place now?
Here is like must be like 3 o'clock,
Okay,
like
and it's
three.
now maybe 11 o'clock. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yes, you like before it used to be like 7 your time, and here was 11. So you're like 8 hours difference from here.
Okay.
It must be like 12 over there. And do you work right now? Do you work in a place or?
No, I don't work. I said that in meditation I learned to do programming. And the understanding of it I received, and then I started to create websites, and then
Oh,
I just make my earnings from websites, so basically from doing nothing.
okay. Well, doing something. You're doing something. You feel like you're doing nothing because that's what you know what to do.
No, yeah, basically
No.
I just when I want to do some new website, when I want to create it, I do it, and when I don't, I do not do it.
Okay, I didn't understand the website of Art of Peace
Well, yeah, that's one of
because
my websites, but
because it was
I don't make
because
earnings.
it wasn't yeah because it was in another language, so I just didn't understand.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't know how to leave it.
you can try to switch to English language. Maybe you can understand them.
I didn't know how to do that.
On the
Yeah,
right
so
side there are flags.
oh, okay. I didn't see it.
Okay.
So I'll check it out because I saw a lot of your videos there, and I think you are like you can explain very well. You have a good communications skills, so people can understand what you're saying. Like other channelers, they speak more like you cannot understand what they're talking about. Like they speak too much like the entity, and then you don't relate as human as what they're saying. But because in most of your comments, you said it after the fact of you doing the channeling, you speak from the voice of the human mind,
Yeah.
and you make it more accessible to human people. Like for example, Bashar speak a lot of theories, but he doesn't say how to do it. He
Yeah.
doesn't explain like he doesn't. He said, "Oh, For example, abundant, he said over and over, is to do what you need to do when you need to do it. Yes, that, but tell me how to do it. Tell me in practice language, in
Yeah.
physical terms, how, give me a meditation, tell me how to do it. Tell me like accessibility. People need to know hands-on. People are not meditating. People that don't meditate, how can they connect? You need to speak to people, not like aliens, because
Yeah.
otherwise they cannot understand what you're saying. Yes, they go to him, and besides, it's like, okay, you write something and the guy doesn't reply. Also, it's really bad. It's like very arrogant. Like,
Yeah.
you write something, you reply to the people, even though if you are very famous, because you will be very famous, because you are already very famous. But when you get to the point, always keep the connection with the people. Always keep the connection with the people, because that's why you're going to make you. That's why you're going to be really different. And you don't need to do it yourself, but you're going to have people to do it for you. Like
Yeah.
you can tell people what to do, and then they can reply. You're going to have like an office with people replying and stuff. Uh, and of course, you're going to touch here and there like a big artist, like like I see like those artists in the Renaissance that they have factories, and then they come and they do the final touch, like Leonardo da Vinci or Botticelli, and they come and they have like all these students painting, and they come and they do like boom, 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 the final touch.
Yeah.
So review and close and wrap it around. That's what you're going to be doing, but you need to be in touch with the people. You cannot be like, okay, you do the seminar and you said something and people get it, but they don't know how to apply it in real life.
Yeah.
And that's what is important, to know how to apply it in real life, because if everybody will know how to apply it in real life, the levels of wars, the level of conflicts, all the problems, everything will be less, because people can see it. But let's say you say something, but in real life, when you come home and you practice this and you don't get money to pay your bills, then circumstances really matters. He said circumstances do not matter. The state of being is what it matters. But when the circumstances are like you are a woman, you have a child, you don't have food in the table, or you're going to be kicked out of your house because you don't have money to pay the bills, how are you going to face reality? How are you going to like state of being? How the state of being could be different if your reality and the circumstances are so strong that you have no place to live at the moment. Yes, you could have all the positive attitude that you want, but teach me how to change that state of being in circumstances that are drastic. But
Yeah.
then he said the thing is, and he let it floating. It's not practical. So I think it's a good thing that you do the channeling and do the commenting after the fact, or do both. Like, so
Yeah.
people
I
can
understand.
be
I
more,
understand.
and
I
people,
understand you. Yeah. Yeah.
you can speak from a higher mind, alien mind perspective, but then, put it in practical terms to the people after the fact.
Yeah.
After
I
like,
understand. I understand. My own understanding, for example.
yes, your own understanding as human. I think maybe people will get their own messages, like I got with you. But at the end of the day, it's like if there's no, if the people don't see results, it's all like another person talking on YouTube. You know. So
I wanted to share another thing with you. Maybe when I was channeling from another city of Latvia, two women wrote me, and they said, okay, I want to do I want to communicate with my angels or guides or so on and so on, and well, can you help me? And I said, I don't know. I don't choose, to help somebody in a way. And then she said, but she really wants to. So I said, okay, let's see what happens. And then suddenly some strong entity, really, like a male, but really, like a director. I felt it really strongly, and I felt him. I said, okay, she wants to communicate with you. He said, she wants to. I said yes. She said want to. Well, okay. If she really wants to, then yes. And then maybe after some 10 minutes, the one of the girls, she said, "Okay, I'm feeling really energized now. I'm feeling really strange. I understand everything. I understand everything. You know, like a connection was made with her. You know." And then the other girl, I mean woman, she said, "Well, I want also this." And then when she said that, all of a sudden, like a pancake of white light was over my head, and then slowly the pancake went in my head, and then to my heart center. And when it went to my heart center, I felt so much in love. You know, I'm just looking at the computer screen, or I'm not looking anywhere. I felt in love, but with nothing. I just feel like I'm in love, but with nothing.
Yes, it was in the you were in the love state of being.
Yeah, and then I saw this entity. It was just like, crystal white light coming through, like from a distance, and with like shards of lights coming out of them. And I say, well, this entity is really different from your friend's entity, because this one is light. It's really loving. It's really beautiful. It's really peaceful. He doesn't want to talk. And she said, yeah, that's mine. I know him because I once saw him in meditation. And I was like, okay, move forward. The entity moved to her, and she felt really nauseous, an anxiety, like shaking, and really, strange. She also couldn't sleep many nights, but she went to forest and she got better. But what happened was she's now a healer. She can heal energy, instantly. And when I saw her, I met her with that friend she had. First of all, the friend is now her friend can now channel also, and the woman who is now a healer, she had a blue tunnel over her head. You can see clearly a blue tunnel over her head. And she said, well, this tunnel now is small, but when that happened, it was really big and really with many colors of lights and so on and so on. And now she can take away pain from other people. I know, but she's learning. She's learning slowly. And maybe when you said I need to clean my stomach, well, maybe I can go to her and maybe she can do something. Because what she does is she channels the energy from the entity, the crystal light, and she just forwards energy inside the other human's body and cleans it out.
And so, and also remember the 99.9 megahertz thing.
Yeah.
I think everything is connected with you. So that equipment that you saw yesterday, the conversation today, and the woman story that you're telling me, all of these things are related. So you gotta put it together. So.
Okay, I will slowly try to go on this, find out of this, because yesterday I was in the hospital in a reanimation ward for children, and then I met this doctor, and then he saw a young boy, 18 years, yes, and he was sleeping in a coma. And I was standing next to him, and I was like, well, he's here. I feel him here, and he's not understanding what happened. What happened? Why is he sleeping? What happened? What happened? And he's constantly always in the now, and not understanding what happened. What happened to him? Fear.
Yes, if you go again to the hospital, and if you go again next to the kid, go ahead and tell him that he can connect to himself through the breathing, through his breathing. Tell him to try to breathe in and breathe out his existence. If he wants to come back to you can go. Yes, if he wants to come back to his body, if the guy that is in coma wants to come back to his body, if he really wants to come back, tell him what you're seeing. Tell him I speak to him and tell him I see you are out of your body. If you want to come back to inside of your body, try to relax first. Don't push it. And now that you're relaxed, connect to your mind and try to breathe in your existence. Remember when you came to the world? Come to the world, breathing in, inhaling. The first thing that we do when we're born, what it is? Inhale. What is the first thing that we inhale? And what is the last thing that we do when we leave the planet.
Yeah, exhale.
Exhale. So every time you're going to tell him this, every time you inhale and you exhale, there is an alpha and omega of living. So allow the whole existence, the alpha and omega of living, to come through your breathing. You're breathing now. Try to, first thing, remember when you came to the planet, try to inhale. And don't be afraid, because he can jump, he can come back like all the force.
Yeah.
But you just got to be calm and see what happens. And see what happens.
Okay. I will try to connect with him.
All right.
Yeah, but
And
then the idea was that we move on to another, room, and there is also a young boy who dived into water and broke his neck, and he's looking at me, but he's in consciousness. He's looking at me, and he cannot move. He cannot breathe. He cannot move, and he's looking at. I'm looking at him, and I'm like, wow, I felt dizzy instantly. And I was like shaking, and the doctor came and touched him and says, "Do you want water?" He's like, "Okay." So, and the doctor says to him, "Well," the doctor says like this, "Well, I hope one day we can take this thing off. I hope one day." Meaning that maybe we can never take it off. Something on the neck, on the body was full of metals and parts. And then what happened is the doctor said, when we went away from this room, the doctor said, too bad he wasn't here maybe a week ago, because there was a young baby born and he died. The baby died. And the baby died, and all of a sudden the whole hospital room was screaming like, "Mommy, I want to be with you." The baby was screaming. Without the baby, maybe you can learn to talk maybe a year when you have a year. But he cannot talk, and so this noise was, and all the doctors in the hospital were like shaking. What's happening? What's happening? And there's nothing there.
God.
There's nothing there. And he said, well, too bad I wasn't there, because the doctor is also, in a sense, like me and you, in a sense, but in a different way.
Oh, wow.
This was really interesting. And after we were talking about all the existence, UFOs, and so on, he shared his experience when he was also channeling with other women from Russia with them, and they were calling out aliens. They came down, they went around, they fly around somewhere, and so on. But he didn't fly around. The girls from Russia, they flew around. And the girls also, the military got the girls, and they work also for the Russian military or something. But the interesting thing was, the information was really a lot. The information, and when I went to sleep, I couldn't go to sleep again. It was too much information. And
you were so excited.
Yeah, today, another day, and I went to these carousels, and I'm feeling a little bit sick from these carousels, and a little bit strange after the conversation with the doctors in the hospitals.
Yes, crazy.
Sorry. What do you do for living? You work?
I do finance. I do accounting. I do boring stuff.
You live in Miami. Does Miami have winter?
Miami has what? Miami has what?
I don't know. Miami has what?
No, you asked me, like, I didn't understand what you're saying.
I mean, like, for example, does Miami have like snow in winter?
Oh no, it's in the tropical, in the Caribbean.
Ah, okay.
It's very.
In Latvia we have snow, we have rain, we have.
Yes. No, here is pure sun. It's like super hot.
Okay, I love.
It's so hot. I was in the balcony and coming in because it was so hot. It was so much sun. So like that sunny, super hot, like a pool. It's like 90 degrees outside.
19.
90.
Oh, 90.
Super hot.
Oh, but that's good. I like hot weather.
I know you guys, Europeans, love hot weather. Here is like, it's good, but not every day. It's like, I like when it rains.
Okay.
Yes.
So very interested that you write me. I feel very interested, very excited in a way.
Yes, yes, me too, me too. It goes both ways. So okay, so let me know when because I know it's late for you. So let me know whenever you
I have this. Well, it's 1st of September now. I don't know, but in the 6th of September, I'm going to do channeling for a class, some class. I don't know. Some friends decided they want to, arrange a class
in English.
in Latvian, but I will push them to ask some questions in English also, so I can record those on video also.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's in the 6th of September. So till then,
That
I plan to do some channeling also. So because the past few days, I feel like a little bit disconnectivity, But when I'm talking to you now, I feel also connectivity. So one day, maybe a week ago, I was in the kitchen, making food, and then
hmm
I feel completely disconnected now.
hmm
Completely, Always I'm feeling like on the top of the head energy, uh, ideas, creativity, many ideas always. I feel a little bit like dizzy in a sense, but really, I'm really used to it. I love it. And then I feel completely disconnected, and I was like, "Whoa, I'm completely disconnected. How could this be?" And then I was like, "But it feels really strange."
yes, but the thing is like hold on, put this here. Trying to get myself comfortable because okay, let me just put this here. Okay, better. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Hold on. Hello?
yeah,
Okay. Uh, no, it's totally normal. Like at one times it's like you when you meditate a lot, you just go like you go like I feel lightheaded. I feel
yeah.
like very light, and and then sometimes it's good like not to do anything, just to be on here on grounded in a sense.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
No, it was an
okay, I
experience
need to
of
like
really interesting. It
move
was
this here because
maybe
it's like
maybe to compare, it was really interesting.
okay now it's better. Now it's better. There. Okay. So who lives there in the house with you? You live with your parents?
Right now there is my girlfriend, but she just went off, and then well, basically nobody. Well, my father. This is my father's apartment, so but he will be here maybe tomorrow only.
Okay. Okay. So that's good. And she likes these, these things that you do. She understands.
Well, she does her own things. Well, she's also connected, but she somehow,
hmm
refuses the idea of being connected because, well, we all go our own path. But there is no, a resistance between this. Like you had mentioned your ex-wife, she had like, you are too much in the air, so I don't talk to you. Well, she doesn't bother that, but I'm not the relation. I'm not the relation kind of human. I don't. I don't. Well, I have zero value about everything. Uh, maybe when I
I
was
understand.
young, maybe when I was younger, I was okay. I want a car, I want a house, I want this, I want that,
hmm
so on and so on. But right after, when I got 20, all of a sudden I'm just sitting in my room. I'm printing Christmas cards. And all of a
hmm
sudden I just bam, a huge light. I feel like golden white light around me, and I feel like enlightened. I understand everything. I understand everything, 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 everything. And then I come across too many books about. One book is The Secret, and they
hmm
just word to word reply everything that I received from nowhere, from
hmm
meditation, and it really inspired me even more because, uh, you know, how could this be? You know, they say the same thing, which really works, but I received the same understanding without even reading any books. I never read any books and so on,
Mhm.
and it really somehow moved me, and then it was really interesting.
Sí, el teléfono mío no sirve. Okay. Hello. Oh, sorry, it was my
Yeah,
dad
that's
again.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I hear you.
So you got all the information, and what happened?
No, I just I felt you know, like you could say enlightened. You know, I felt I understand everything. I understand everything. I understand everything, and then I just my mind changed. I understand that then I understood that to really achieve something you need to, like, you
Yo
know,
le llamo ahora que tengo una llamada a la distancia.
yeah,
Okay.
but then it passed that I understand that there actually no such deep value in life. Like, you know, feel I spent one summer in some kind of I call it nirvana.
Mhm.
I was really in love. I was in love with everything. I was in love with everything. I was walking on the street, and there were people going, and I feel in love with them. I just I cannot explain. I feel so really happy, so really in love with everything, you know. And
We're living,
what
we're living, with life.
you what
We're living in general.
you are going away?
No, no, no. You were saying in okay, continue. I got you.
Yeah, and so the thing was, I felt like in love. I maybe spent one summer like in this feeling. It was really great, and then somehow I understand that everything what happens in life, leave it to some higher levels of, you know, like for example, be in the boat with the universe. You know,
Hmm.
you as a human do not know. You think that you know. For example, I want, for example, a car, right?
Hmm.
But it's really not the thing that will truly make me happy. For example, maybe to make me truly happy, I need to also I need maybe a bicycle, you know, and I will
Hmm.
be riding around a bicycle, really enjoying my time,
Hmm.
right? But having a
Yes,
car, there's a problems, there's that problems, being also late, and so on and so on.
yes,
So
yes.
I
Ye-
just said, okay. And then I said, okay, whatever thing happens, I know it's the absolute best for me that should happen. And then somehow I let go all values, all mind-made values, and so on and so on. And I just started to live like in a flow.
mhm.
I didn't really attach
To,
any value to
to,
everything.
get, to get so seriously.
Yeah,
It's funny that you're saying that because yesterday I was watching a TV show from the university, an university here in Miami. It's called Miami Dade. And
yeah,
then there are a group of students that went to Nicaragua to work in kids that are without parents. How do you call those? Orphans.
yeah, orphans.
Orphan orphan school kids that were victims from the war with the Contras in Nicaragua, and
Yeah,
then they like their parents were killed or something, and then those kids went like through hell and more, and then they ended in that orphanatory, and then these kids from Miami went to Nicaragua to serve in a school program for about 2 weeks.
yeah,
And imagine these kids, they never seen that there was no running water, that there was no electricity. The conditions were like really bad, or the orphanatory. Like it was good because they have a place to live, but they were sleeping in a mattress that was literally like very thin, the kids, and they live like in bunkers, like a lot of them. And
yeah,
then they were interviewing the kids, like how was the experience, and they said initially they have like a really high expectations that they thought that these kids were going to be like really miserable because they live in such a poor condition and like such a traumatic life experience. But what they were at the end of the stories of all of them, in conclusion, it was like they were quite surprised because they they were like 10 times more happy over there without nothing than a lot of them here with everything. So So they were like, they were
Yeah,
quite
I
shocked.
understand.
They,
This is basically quite the same, you
so
know.
the story was like they were expecting to find the kids were going to be depressed and sad and stuff, but the kids were like hugging them and telling like, "Oh my God," they were so appreciative because one of the guys gave him a hat
Yeah,
and then said, "I will keep it until you come back here again. You know, it doesn't matter if 10 years will pass. I will keep this hat just as a trait for the relationship." The kid was 6 and the guy was probably like your age, 20 something, and then
yeah,
the other girl was saying like really meaningful things like these kids relate to these other ones. So they were talking about sympathy and
yeah,
empathy. And then initially they had sympathy, but then at the end, when the relationship develops, they have empathy towards the other situations or the other kids.
yeah.
So that's kind of the same thing you were saying.
Well, yeah, this is in a sense quite similar, but it's really good story.
Okay, so let's keep in touch, and then call me when you I mean whenever you're going to do whenever you feel ready. Whenever you feel ready to do your thing.
Well, yeah, I think I will just try to relax for some few days, from these. Well, I've been doing a lot of work, and now in this hospital and these amusement parks, so I'll just maybe I need to rest a little bit, and then I don't know, maybe tomorrow, after tomorrow, we can have a chat or so.
Yeah, just send me a message and then via Skype, and then we'll keep in touch.
Yeah, and I will try to fix my internet problem so that I don't fail again.
Yes, I put so live so at least I can see what I'm speaking with because now it's like a shadow there.
Yeah, oh, maybe,
Next
yeah,
time, next time,
yeah. Next time it's okay.
But it's very nice to meet you and to get in touch with you and to share, experiences.
Yeah,
It's
it's really interesting. It's really interesting. The first channeling happened. It was really powerful, and the information was like well, now when I'm channeling, the information sometimes is like, well, I'm not sure what I'm saying, but then at first was like I really have the understanding that there's an entity there, you
no,
know.
but relax, just let it
Yeah,
go.
but
Don't don't.
there's entity there, and I asked him a question. Something I don't quite remember. He says, "This is how it is, and it's never been any other different way." Strongly puts on like a signature, never been any other way. And like, okay, I'm like, okay, okay, okay. And then I asked him, well, what's going on? He said, there has been given a green light, in a sense, in the interpretation,
Mhm,
that everybody is now ready to wake up. And I understand somewhere in the universe there is a huge switch.
mhm,
I had this image, and the shift is now pulled down, and everybody has allowance to do himself channeling, to do himself communication, and there is no more resistance, no more, there's full allowance for everyone. If he wants to have a contact with the universe, have it himself. There is no. Maybe before, in comparing, maybe before there was like, somebody really wants to and nothing happens, but
I think while you're saying that, what I saw was like the Earth vibrating
yeah,
in a lower frequency, the whole ball,
yeah, yeah,
the whole globe that we are, that we're in,
yeah,
uh, because there are multiple parallel realities, but the one that we are interacting now,
yeah,
uh, it was as a whole, it was vibrating in a lower, different frequency, so the communication cannot come in. So as you were saying that, that's what I'm saying. Like
okay,
confirming what you're saying.
yeah, okay. And then the yeah, and then I understand that, just everything will happen, um, in this way. He said that maybe after 1,000 years, after some years, all Earth right here. I understand this. This is from the channeling. I understand. Maybe 1,000 years, maybe a little bit more. That everything will be like enlightened and will pass away from this earth, and we give like a new place for others or something like this. I don't
I,
quite.
I, I think in 1,000 years we're going to human race. It will not longer to be like the way we are. We're going to be hybrids.
Yeah, something like that.
I think that's what it's going to be more hybrids. It's going to be more like mix as far as the flesh goes. More
Yeah,
a little bit more mix because there are changes that are happening, and as we go along, like look at this now,
yeah,
the interaction between friendship and people and everything is more like different than it used to be before. So everything is just shifting.
yeah.
Uh, it's a constant shift, and then eventually, the less we use the physical bodies, the more other forms, and then also everything we're eating is different, and at least in America, it's very bad. It's as like you in Europe, you have more like contact with nature, but here is everything is concrete. It's like you go from a house to your car, from a car to a
Yeah.
place. You don't interact with the forest like as much. You go to the beach, but the beach is like you know too much sun. It's not the same.
That's what I like living here because uh, there's so much nature around, you know.
Yes, yes, yes. It's beautiful. I saw it. I saw the pictures.
Uh, well, yeah. When I was young, I was living in the countryside. You know, I always hated countryside. But we all day we were playing in the countryside. You know, forests, trees, bushes, grasses, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
And now, when I'm a little bit older, I realized it was really absolutely the best, childhood that I have. You know, being
Mm-hmm.
in nature, not going in the streets,
Mm-hmm.
concrete.
Yes, yes, yes. It's definitely like nature, because remember the trees are alive and the rocks are
Yeah,
alive, and then like everything is alive, but there is a consciousness behind the trees, and
yeah,
the bigger the trees is like an oversoul. Like the forest is the oversoul for the trees.
yeah,
And then once you are inside of that oversoul and you allow yourself to flow with it, you just connect to the knowledge and the experience. But it's difficult when you are like surrounded by TV. Imagine society here in general, large, is connected with TV, telling them lies about things to create wars, to go to another countries, to steal their resources,
yeah,
to take from them, and to use it to capitalize monies and business.
yeah,
And then people are inside of the apartments, and from the apartments they go to the car, from the cars they go to their job, from their jobs they go back to the groceries store or shopping malls, and they come back to their house and they eat, and they go back to their work, and they eat, and they go back to the shopping mall. It's like, and maybe on the weekends they go to church, or they go to an amusement park or something, but there's no contact with nature anymore. And then the forest cannot speak with the people at a,
yeah. I
at
understand
a,
it.
at a subconscious level, and to tell them like the link between human and earth. And we are like surrounded by the concrete and fed misinformation from the TVs.
Yeah,
And then overall, the consciousness is shifting to, as a group, to a parallel reality in where it's more like concrete, more like cities, like. But this is for the big cities. Not all the, thank God, not all the planet is like that. Are like that.
yeah,
Thank God that we have like Latin America is very connected to Earth.
yeah,
I love watching Latin American movies. Like Latin American movies are like awesome. They are like really deep as far as like communications, uh, uh, filming, picture, art, editing. Like everything is intense, and especially Argentinians and Mexican movies. Now the contemporary movie theater is not like Hollywood, that is like killing, blowing things and lying and
yeah. I understand.
and there's some Spanish movies, but not quite. And but they're like a new awakening in Latin America as far as like in these subjects that we're talking about, and some, but like people in India are connected, and some people in the majority of the people in the planet are very connected to Earth. But in big cities like the one that control, like unfortunately, England and United States are one of the main rulers, and they are very, they are very a little bit too money driven, and that's what it controls everything so far.
Yeah, I understand. This is
Is one reality, at least
yeah.
one very strong reality. Okay, Matt. So call me and let me know whatever whenever best time for you will be, and then we'll continue from there.
Oh, okay, I'll just close up this conversation. So thank you for calling me.